te taikami atu kia koutou. Mere Skerrett is my name. My dad's a mutton birder from the TT Islands, and Mum was down there visiting the South Island. That's how Mum and Dad actually met. Dad would supply Mum's relations with all the TT, and one of them choked on a mutton bird and died. That's how Mum and Dad met. Well, yeah, on my dad's side, as I said, I'm Ngāti Rohiki Hiki Māmoe, Hati Māmoe, yeah, Rohiki Hiki. And on my mum's side, my Maniapoto side, I'm an Emery, my koro, Sam Emery, was from Te Kōpua, Mahuta, Ngāti Mahuta, Ngāti Unu, Ngāti Maniapoto. Now I work at Victoria University. I'm in the Faculty of Education, the School of Education. I'm a senior lecturer there, and I lecture into education for teachers, so teacher education, training teachers is my field. After having worked for many years in kohanga reo, and that's where my research focus was, in kohanga reo as an applied linguist, if you like, I decided to move into the teacher education realm, because knowing that there's a huge shortage of teachers, particularly for the Māori medium sector. So that's where I'm based at the moment. Yeah, so I looked at what were these mechanics really of successfully revitalising or regenerating language. So as I said, I come at my research as a practitioner in the kohanga reo field, but I really wanted to provide the very best of kohanga reo for the tamariki that were going through ours, and so I continued to research and upskill myself as I was, and upskill my own language, Māori language development, as well as all of the theories around language generation. And that's what I did my research in. How do we go about successfully regenerating language with our babies? So that was I did a case study in kohanga reo. After having 5 children, my background before that, I'd been involved in primary teaching, but then once my own children started coming along, and I had 5, I turned to kohanga and never left. So all my practice as a teacher really has been in kohanga, and I just continued to study as I was practicing in kohanga. And of course, that meant that keeping our children in the Māori stream of education, being involved in the establishment of kura kaupapa Māori, and then even into wharekura and so on into higher education, yeah, in that field of language regeneration. So that's my specialist area. Well, currently, yeah, it's still in that field of linguicism and racism. I'm really interested in how racism operates. So I've been unpacking policy. I remain active in that policy, looking at analysing policy and the way it can be detrimental to what it is those of us in the Māori language movement have been trying to do. So really trying to unpack linguicism, which is the linguistic arm, if you like, of racism. So we know how racist our system is, our schools are. We've got all the stats around there, but really trying to get to the nitty-gritty is what are the processes of racism, what are the processes of linguicism that happen in our societies. We have to continue to clarify the relationship of language to our culture, to what it means for our marae, what it means for us as people, what it means for holding on to our ways of doing things, for our marae, for our land, for our Indigenous worldviews, So we get caught up in the money-making trap of Western society. And I know that we're in that, but there has to be a balance. It's important that these kinds of networks continue to grow. Keep us in touch with our iwi, with our marae, with everything that's going on. So it's long may that survive, because it's a kaupapa Māori way of being, and it's very important.